So here's our video and our story today. This story is called Plants Around the World by Timothy McGowan. Plants Around the World. Contents. How plants live in the forest, prairies, and savannas. Mountain plants, life in the desert, beach plants and water plants. Your favorite plant. The world of plants, the glossary, and the index. First part. How plants live. Plants grow in different places around the world. These different places are called biomes. A biome is a community of plants and animals in nature. Plants need water to stay alive. They get water from the ground. They also need sunlight. They use sunlight to make food. In the forest. One place where plants live is a forest. There are many forests in the United States. The weather in a forest changes with every season. Many kinds of trees grow in a forest. They have green leaves in the spring and summer. They use their leaves to get sunlight. In the fall, the colors of the leaves change. They turn orange, yellow, and red. This means the trees are getting ready for winter. When winter comes, the trees in the forest don't have any leaves. The leaves don't grow back until spring. Here's the fall and autumn, and in the winter. Prairies and savannas. Plants also grow in places called grasslands. There are grasslands all over the world. You can find many different grasses in these places. In the United States, grasslands are called prairies. A prairie looks like a big sea of grass. Farmers grow wheat there. We use wheat to make bread. So a prairie and a savanna is the same thing. It just depends on where you are in the world. Depends on the name they use. Grasslands in Africa are called savannas. I'm thinking back to when we did our animal research. Some of your animals lived on the savanna. I know the animal I did lived on the savanna. I can think of a couple more. Tall grasses grow there. One kind is called elephant grass. It has pointy leaves. A few trees grow in the savannas. They have long roots to get water deep in the ground. They store water in their trunks. So here is what the savannas look like in Africa. Or a grassland. Mountain plants. Plants also grow on mountains. There are mountains all over the world. Mountains are very high. Some mountains always have snow on top. It's hard for many plants to grow on mountains. That's because the weather can be very cold. It can also be very windy. The ground is sandy or rocky. Why is sandy and rocky ground a problem for plants? Near the bottom of a mountain, you can see pine trees. They're tall and green. Pine trees have pointy leaves. As you go higher up the mountain, you can see shorter plants. Colorful flowers grow there. Moss grows on mountains too. So here's the pine tree and the colorful flowers and moss. Life in the desert. Plants even grow in the dry desert. Deserts are very hot places. A cactus is a desert plant. It has sharp thorns. Beach plants and water plants. Some plants live close to the ocean. They grow on the beach. Sea oats grow in the sandy ground. They are very tall grasses. Plants can live in the water too. A water lily floats on top of the water. It has green leaves and a beautiful flower. Your favorite plant. Earth is home to many kinds of plants. What is your favorite kind of plant? Where does it live? The world of plants. So here's a little map, and this question says, where do plants live? And these are all the different places where plants can live. Forests, grasslands, which are also called prairies and savannas. That's why it has those two boxes there. Plants can grow on mountains and deserts and beaches and in the water. The glossary. Community is a group of living things that live together. Root, the part of a plant that grows under the ground and takes in water. Thorn, a sharp part of a plant that sticks out. Trunk, the main body of a tree. The end.